Whose almighty word.
Maat 618. This magic that we're doing in broad daylight is very, very powerful. It's not by error, it's not by omission, it's not by commission that it is granted that the most ancient of magics will be what M will use in order to save
to the great channel of AMUNRA.
One great native doctor is greater than the other native doctor because of one thing that he knows that the other native doctor does not know. Do you understand that? Let me speak it in my language. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is paramount. You see, wisdom is totally different from knowledge, and knowledge is totally different from intelligence, and intelligence is totally different from imagination. These are 4 different things. Let me repeat it again. Wisdom is totally different from knowledge. Knowledge is totally different from intelligence. Intelligence is totally different from imagination. Let us agree that imagination is greater than all of them. Imagination is more powerful than wisdom. It's more powerful than intelligence. It's more powerful than knowledge. Imagination is very, very powerful. What have you crowned your head with today? What have you crowned your head today with? Did you crown your head with wisdom? Then you are a failure. Wisdom will confuse everyone, will divide everyone. Look at a man that was called Solomon. Look at him. Upon all the wisdom that he has, history says what? He failed. Wisdom. Very trickish. Wisdom. Probably might not lead us anywhere. Can only lead us to remain racistic, tribalistic, communalistic, indigenous. But you see, when you go into the mode of intelligence, that kind of intelligence brings you into the global market. You begin to dissect every secret. You begin to want to see it. You will begin to want to know it. And then when you come into the mode of knowledge, you begin to, not only are you awake, you begin to become aware of the potentials, the abilities that you have, the powers that are in your hands, the solutions, the answers that you have. And imagination, that is exactly what leads you to invent it, to invest it, to market it. Imagination. It's as simple as that. That is why they said it's greater than all 3 of them. If you did not understand our word, watch this very video again and again and you will understand it, and you can be able to pick some few key points from it. Go back. We have been doing this very spiritual exercise in broad daylight from day 1, and today is the 618th day. It's coming to you with a purpose. You're wondering, whose voice am I hearing today? Whose voice is bringing this tremendous wealth and treasures, unearthing it before your eyes? Who is bringing it to you and me today? You say, this is Maat, powerful. Maat, 618th day. The potential of this very spiritual exercise is that you can be able to plant it in your schools, in your homes, in your families. How much do you need? 100,000? Is it enough to achieve your desire to build that school in your land? You can see it. 200,000, is it enough to plant that hospital in your land? 400,000, is it enough? You do your math. Use this math. Do your math. 618th day math. Do your math. Arithmetic as in math. Begin to call your people away from wars. Bring them into the global market. And therefore, call them back. Recall their intellect. Recall their intuition. Recall them, their passion, their desire into the market. Call them. And therefore, what are you doing? Worshipping your fellow man on earth. Worshipping foreign land on earth. What are you doing? Recall them back to begin to buy and sell. And you begin to see yourself doing what? Achieving your own desires, your own aim, your own goal. But it all begins with one attitude, and that is to begin to know that all the secret codes was planted to us somewhere. It's not about this thorough babble to confuse us, to divide us, to weaken us, to make us not to be comparable to the master, to make us to continue to dwell in bondage. You see it? Blood, blood, blood all over the land of Egypt, leading them to addiction, waste of their life, their energy, their time, their money. Darkness, unheard of. Tower of Babel, Babel, Bible. You are the right place. The one who brought you here knows that after watching this very video, that you are going to again look at the crown on your head and begin to change it. Look at the title on your head and begin to change it. Is it the title to continue to serve the enemy, the destroyer? Is it a crown upon your head, a warrant for you to continue to rule your own land with tyranny and with terror? God forbid. You're not going to continue in that very direction. And today is that very day of change. 618 days is a hold on our vision and our conscience for us to begin to do the right thing. Plant the right seed in our land. Plant the right seed in our schools. Plant it amongst our people, and it shall be well with us. Follow successful people, and you too will become successful. Download it, that antidote, that antivenom that says no to every element of addiction in our lives, brought in by the destroyer, by strangers, by total strangers, by the adopted sons in our own father's chambers and lodge. Say no to it. Begin now to download it. It's right here at the end of this video, or right here below this video. Reach to your root, reach to the fruit, so that you too will bear good fruit on earth, that will sustain you and support you on earth. Download it, Egyptian Secret. It's called Egyptian Secret for a purpose. It's all over the world. The many people have two eyes, but they cannot be able to see. Without their inner eyes open, they cannot be able to see. Allow your inner eyes, your inner vision to come open to know the tremendous treasures hidden for you just on the sun. Yes, enemies are stolen most of the treasures left behind by your own fathers, but they cannot be able to take the ones in your veins, in your blood, in your lineage. When your inner eyes come open, you begin to know and do even better than your own ancestors did. A great dancer is a dancer forever and ever. It's in his blood. If your ancestors were great leaders, that if leadership is in your blood, it's going to rise up. If they are great inventors, it's going to wake up. If they are great musicians, orators, healers, peacemakers, it's going to rise up. If they are great teachers, it's going to rise up in you. It only takes your inner eyes. With that being said, we want you to understand your own ancestors, the crown upon your head, and what it is. Intelligence, wisdom, all combo. Great knowledge, all combo. The tree of knowledge, great combo. We want you to understand your own ancestors, and best of all, imagination. Imagination, that inner eyes, forever and ever is here. Imagination. Can you be able to see it? That eyes. This is the only cap that can form it all. All four in one upon your head. You have to wear it. All of them. You can't wear one and leave the other. You have to wear all of them. How many did you call them? Take it to your own children, take it to your own schools, take it to your own land, take it to your own people. 4 of them. Intelligence, knowledge, wisdom, imagination, and so shall you be blessed. It's a 1001 day journey. Remain here. Remain here. Don't be found wanting or wandering. Don't be found lacking. Okay? Don't be found lacking. Okay? Remain here. Subscribe to this very channel. Like it with all your heart and push it on to a generation. Don't destroy it, preserve it. Thank you.
Welcome to the channel of AMUNRA. Welcome to that channel of light.